Welcome to the epic world of dog training. I am JT Lawson. I am the lead trainer at Make Your Dog Epic. I also own the Oklahoma locations for Make Your Dog Epic, where we turn your canine companions into truly epic dogs. Get ready for your daily doses of wisdom as we tackle your questions and unleash the secrets to mastering dog training. As always, our goal is to gain obedience, but never at the expense of the dog's personality. Can I have a kiss? Oh, thank you. Oh, good job. Can I have a kiss? Well, thank you. Oh, let's try again. Oh, what? One more? No? Okay.
Welcome back to the Make Your Dog Epic Tulsa Dog Training Podcast, where we talk about all things related to dog training. And on today's edition of the show, I want to interview a Tulsa dog training expert by the name of JT Lawson. JT, welcome onto the show. How are you, sir?
I'm doing phenomenal, doing really good.
Now, I want you to mentally travel back to, one of your recent interactions with a dog training customer. And I want to walk us through the mechanics of what that first lesson looks like. Where do you meet the potential customer when you do the first lesson for 50 cents? How does that interaction look? How long does it take? Just walk us through that first initial consultation with a new potential Tulsa dog training customer.
Yeah, so basically how it works, I'll just take you through the process of what I recently did in Tulsa. What it is you come, you go out to their house and you meet their dog. So you're figuring out what they're struggling with their dog. You figure out what they would like to fix. Because what's important to me isn't always necessarily important to them. So like my biggest thing, the command come needs to be proofed. But some people don't care. They're just like, hey, I just need my dog to stop barking. So whatever your biggest goals are, that'll be ours. And then we sat down, we talked about it. Then I told them a little bit more about Make Your Dog Epic Tulsa dog training. And then we went out and I worked with their dog a little bit. I told them kind of that way I could walk them through our different types of training. And then I showed them my dog, kind of what like a finished dog looks like. So what a dog looks like when they're done with training. And then we went back and I talked to them about the specific package that I thought would work best with them. And then we worked with their budget and got it done. And it typically takes about 45 minutes to an hour.
Now, people who are online, they type in Tulsa dog training, and I think people think, well, there's probably one trainer or two. Well, if you do a Google search for Tulsa dog training, you're going to discover, there are many incredible websites. Many clients, many different options there for wonderful clients like yourself. And I think it can be a little bit overwhelming. And so I want to go through some of the websites, not specifically, but I want to get your thoughts on some of the claims they make, and maybe if you could get your reaction to this. So one of the search results, they talk about offering a free phone consultation. What are your thoughts on dog trainers in Tulsa that offer a free phone consultation?
Yeah, I think a phone consultation is a super lazy way to do a first consultation, and you're not actually going to see the dog. So I need to be there and actually meet your dog. That way I can see from my perspective what it looks like. So, Clay, you own multiple businesses. How you see a business is different than how like the normal person sees a business. So when I see a dog barking or growling at people, I see it differently than how other people see it because I've been trained in that. And I understand kind of why they're doing it and what type of growl. Are they being serious or are they bluffing? And so we need to actually see them in person. And so we'll come out to your house or we'll meet you at a park, but we will not just do a phone consultation.
Now, another dog training solution that comes up in the search results, again, I'm not going to mention names, but their whole niche appears to be focused on their award winning. And so it says award winning. I look at the awards, and it appears as though the awards that they've won seem to be missing in action. So they claim to be an award-winning Tulsa dog trainer, but I don't know what awards they've actually won. Do you hear this a lot in the Tulsa dog training industry?
Yeah, you do. It's kind of like where you go somewhere and they have the world's best coffee. or the world's best pumpkin pie. Who said that? They did. So they just awarded themselves that prestigious award and then posted on the website, and or they paid the most, or they went to the most sponsored events to get in with the award places around Tulsa so that they'll do it, or they went through the right revenues, or they had friends and family members vote on them on a website where it had different businesses and stuff. So yeah, everyone just kind of awards themselves is what I found with Tulsa Dog Training.
Now, also, I'm finding a lot of these websites offer a kind of a chat bot that you go to the website, and all of a sudden this program asks you to, if you want to text in, do you want to text in and chat in? And it just seems to be kind of a steering the customer towards doing a chat bot or communicating via text. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, maybe it's just I'm more old school, but I really feel like you need to talk to somebody on the phone and then see them in person. I feel like a lot of these trainers, they're trying to find the cheapest and easiest way to get people's money, and they think that a chatbot will work in doing that. But the only people who like chatbots are the businesses. The customers never like chatbots. I've never ever used a chatbot online and after been like, oh, I'm really glad they had that, and I'm glad I didn't talk to somebody on the phone. Like, it's just so much easier to talk to somebody on the phone and then see them in person.
Now, there's a lot of these dog training academies where it's an academy of some kind. It's like you, as the owner of the dog, you go to an academy with the dog, and then you're spending a lot of your time training, being trained on how to train your dog. So it seems like you and the dog are going together to an academy. How is that different from the board and train dog training systems that you offer?
Yeah, so the board and train that we offer is you don't have to do any homework, so you don't have to be there. The dog training academies is basically they're training you on how to train dogs. So it's a very long process, and there's same thing with the academies or the dog training schools. There's no governing body over it, so anyone could have a dog training school and be teaching anything, and there's no governing body over it to make sure they're teaching things that actually work. So the academies, they're more for if you want to learn how to be a dog trainer, and it's very long, and it takes a lot of your personal time, where our boarding schools is completely different, where it doesn't take really any of your time because we're doing all of the work for you.
Now, this idea of dog training in Tulsa, you know, a lot of people live in Broken Arrow or Coweta or Bixby or the surrounding areas, and they're wanting to know, how far of an area do you train? Do you train dogs just in Tulsa? Do you train dogs all over Oklahoma? What's kind of the area that you like to stay within if you're training dogs?
Yeah, so we have about a 30 to 45-minute drive range, but we can always meet you on that range, and we can meet you at a park or something and get your dog trained for that 50-cent first lesson. But we train dogs out of state. We've trained dogs all the way in Oklahoma City or Enid, or we've had people drive in because they trusted us more than any other dog trainer, and they read our reviews and testimonials, and they thought, well, we'll drive in for the 50-cent first lesson, and if it works, we'll do a boarding school training. That way we don't have to keep driving back and forth for lessons, and they'll drop their dog off, and we'll bring them back a trained dog.
Now, the first lesson is just 50 cents with a Make Your Dog Epic Tulsa Dog Training. Walk us through that. Why is the first Tulsa Dog Training lesson just 50 cents?
Because we want you to be able to try it before you buy it. So we're not going to be like, hey, first lesson is $1,000 and then the rest are 50 or whatever. We're not doing any weird sales thing like that. We just want to make sure that you get a chance to see how our operation works and how our training methods work, and make sure that we're the right fit for you. And that's really why we do it, so you can try it before you buy it.
Now, I want to ask you this, and don't BS me, but don't name who you're talking about. I just want to know, because you've been in the dog training business for a long time. You've seen a lot of dog training sales moves. What's the dirtiest dog training sales moves that you've actually heard be taught or trained? There's dog trainers everywhere that are out there trying to sell their dog training sales system. What are the dirtiest, grossest, you want to take a shower and burn your clothes after discovering these sales moves?
Yeah. So there's one specifically that comes to mind. They were teaching, basically this guy was like, what happened was they went to the sales and the customer was like, hey, I really just feel like I really want to do this. However, I just can't afford it at the moment. But if we can wait a month or two, then I'll be able to afford it and we'll for sure sign up for training. So instead of offering like scholarship or price matching or just letting them wait, they're taught that they can't leave until they have a for sure yes or no. So that's not a for sure yes or no. That's a maybe. And so they have to keep staying there. And then they were taught that if somebody has a price objection like that they're supposed to say, well, I know the package is about $4,000. Is your dog not worth $4,000? And then you're supposed to lower your cadence. You're supposed to sound really empathetic, and then you're basically supposed to guilt trip them into, hey, if you don't get your dog trained with us, your dog's probably not going to listen to you and it's going to run out and get hit by a car. So if you don't spend your $4,000, your dog's probably going to die. And they'll word it however they want to word it, but that's basically the gist of it. What they're doing is they're guilt tripping you into, if you don't pay this, then obviously you don't care about your dog as much.
Oh, come on. That doesn't happen, does it?
It does happen, and it's super gross. And we just can't. It would be like somebody upset, like trying to sell you a car seat for your child, and then you're like, wow, this car seat's $10,000, and they're like, wow, is your child not worth $10,000 to you? Because if you wreck and it's not in this car seat, it's going to die.
Now let's contrast that
gross.
to walk us through your closing process. I mean, if you're out there, you're meeting with a prospect who's thinking about hiring you to train their dog, and you do that first lesson for 50 cents. Walk us through. Tell the listeners, what are you going to say to them? What are you going to tell us your secret sauce? Tell us what you're going to say so our listeners can get psychologically prepared for your sales process there at Make Your Dog Epic, Tulsa.
Yeah, well, for us, I mean, truly, the whole goal is that you're going to be so wowed by the end of it that you don't really have to think about it, and I don't have to sell you at the end. We're just going to find a package that works right for you, and we're going to fit it into your budget. So we're going to before then, we're going to show you the client testimonials, the reviews on us. We're going to show you our personal dog that we can kind of see what a finished dog looks like. We're going to train your dog in front of you. And then at the end, if you have a price objection or you just feel like it's a little bit out of your budget, we price match. And then also we have scholarship options to help families in need, because we don't want anyone to miss out with dog training, because our whole goal is that we fix 98% of behavioral issues in 1 to 3 weeks. And one of the main reasons dogs get put down or rehomed or euthanized is because of behavioral issues. And we want to help stop that one dog at a time.
You are a gentleman and a scholar. We really do appreciate you. I'll give you the final word, sir.
Yeah. If you're thinking about it or you're borderline, what I'd say is there's really no it's a no-brainer. It's 50 cents. We want to come out. I guarantee you by the end of the first lesson, your mind will be blown, and you'll be like, I should have done this years ago, even though I've only had the puppy for 4 months. And we'll be super excited to help you and train your dog, and we'll get it done. We're super excited to work with you.
Well, like we always say here at the Make Your Dog Epic Tulsa podcast, we'll talk to you in 5 minutes.
Do you need to have your dog professionally trained? Do you need your dog to stop barking at the neighbors? Do you want your dog to stop going potty in the house? Do you want to have an epic and well-trained dog at an affordable price? What makes the Make Your Dog Epic dog training experience unique? At Make Your Dog Epic, your first dog training lesson is just 50 cents, which is less than $1. Make Your Dog Epic is home to the highest rated, most reviewed dog training company in the area. At Make Your Dog Epic, we will beat any competitor's price for similar services. At Make Your Dog Epic, we offer a money-back guarantee. So if the training doesn't work, we never blame you or the dog. It's always our fault. At Make Your Dog Epic, we offer the fastest turnaround time in the industry. That way you can start enjoying time with your epic dog as soon as possible. At Make Your Dog Epic, when you schedule that first lesson with us, we automatically enter you in for a chance to win a dream vacation to Hawaii. Whoa! Which is a lot like Oklahoma, except the weather's different. There's beaches, palm trees. But if you'd rather go to Oklahoma, we can do that as well. How does the Make Your Dog Epic training experience work? When you fill out that form on makeyourdogepic.com, we are going to call you and schedule that first lesson for just 50 cents. Which is less than $1. We are going to meet you for that first lesson. That way we can tell you what it's going to take to get your dog to your goals. Because every dog's different and everyone's goals are different. We'll either do one-on-one lessons where it's half dog training, half human training. I'll let you guess which one's harder. Or we're going to do boarding school, where you send your dog with us and we take care of all the homework for you. No matter what you do, we're going to make sure everything transfers to you. Because it's pretty pointless if we get your dog to listen to us, but no one else in your family. Disclaimer, currently we do not offer a service that will get your in-laws to listen to you. You will receive unlimited ongoing group class for the remainder of your dog's epic life. That's because we want to be there for you and your dog forever. We never want you to have to use another trainer after training with us. Our goal is to teach obedience, but never at the expense of the dog's personality, because if we get your dog to listen, but we have to crush its spirit in the process, what's the point? Our motto is it's the same dog, but now it's all ears. You'll now have a well-behaved dog that you can walk or jog with without it channeling its inner sled dog and pulling you down the street. You will have a dog that won't bark at the neighbors or potty in the house. You will be entered in for a contest to win a dream trip to Hawaii that we will be giving away every January. Pow wow whoa, yippee-oh, yippee-yay. Take that first step and schedule that first 50-cent lesson at makeyourdogepic.com. Makeyourdogepic.com.
I know you're gonna dig this.
Let's go now. Let's go now. Here we go now.